I just want to hop on and talk about a subject that came up in a conversation recently, and that is psychic kids and what do we do with them? Funny question, right? Or maybe not. Every once in a while I'll get questions about from grandparents or aunts or parents asking about the children in their life who seem to be very tuned in, psychically aware, intuitive, or even connected to spirit. And they want to know, what can I do to help them develop their skills? And I want to say a few things that maybe you want to take in consideration if you want to help your kids. And grade school kids, preschool kids, they're so naturally intuitive anyways. That's just part of their realm, that's their world. And I wouldn't do anything different other than to allow them to be kids. And that would be to allow plenty of unstructured playtime, creative time, anything that encourages them to use their creative brain will help to keep their intuitive side alive and active as they approach the age of reason, which is like age 7 or more. So anything you do to encourage that will actually support naturally the intuitive psychic abilities. That's how I feel about that. Now, when it comes to teenagers, I know psychically sensitive teenagers can be very prone to anxiety. And so whatever you can do to learn yourself about anxiety management, whether it be meditation for yourself, anxiety management for yourself, or even psychic development awareness, learn how to develop your own psychic abilities. So you're coming from a place of knowledge so that you can help the children in your life if they come to you asking for advice. It's really good to have something to offer them, tools to work through their anxiety and their sensitivity to the world around them. Now, when it comes to young adults, I know I had an email not too long ago from a parent who they were a parent of a young adult, 18 years, I believe, and they believe that their child is a medium, and they want to know how to support them so they can become a working medium. It's wonderful to be supportive of a child who is open to spirit. I think that's really helpful, so they're not scared and they don't think that they're weird or outside the realm of normality. But the one thing that's really important about a developing medium, and there's two things actually, is life experience can play a big part in the ability to deliver a message. They need your intuitive mind needs a database of information, of experiences in life to be able to recognize that when it's being impressed upon you from spirit, to be able to deliver a message to someone who's here. So any kind of it's great to have an awareness of the spirit world and to maybe meditate and develop that, but also they need to live a normal quote unquote life, having regular experiences that don't necessarily involve using their psychic abilities. I promise you it'll help them in the long run. Also, developing mediums really do need to take responsibility for their own development. They can't really have someone sort of coax them along to learn more about mediumship. But if you find that the young adult in your world is really interested in the subject, reading a lot, learning about mediums and how to develop and how to connect, that's more of an indication of someone who's ready to take responsibility for their own development. It can't be anybody else's responsibility but their own. So that's a really good indication that someone may be ready to start developing and to take responsibility for what they are doing with that work. And to also recognize, they'll also be able to recognize the responsibility of ethics that come with the work as well. So I hope that offers some guidance to people who have questions about that, or if in the future you come across a child in your family that you may find is really intuitive. But for the most part, I will say, let kids be kids. Absolutely let kids be kids. Let them grow up and let them uncover their gifts on their own or decide to uncover their gifts on their own. I think that's really key. All right, I hope that helps. Have a great weekend. Take care.